everybody, Kim Beal here, Broad of the Bay. I am here on, the week before, 2 days before our first preseason game, and I'm very, very excited about it. So a couple really great things that happened with the Bucs this week, and number one being we have signed Teddy Bridgewater as another quarterback for our team, which is incredibly great news because I just have never really thought Kyle Trask was a strong backup. I mean, he's played in 4 games. He's thrown all of, 11 passes in his entire NFL career, which is now, 4 years. But Baker got a hand contusion at training camp the other day, so I think that maybe set off a few alarm bells, just like, okay, what's our game plan? And Teddy Bridgewater is available, and apparently was, it's really thundering. We're having a big storm, just FYI. Teddy Bridgewater apparently was Jason Light's choice as a starting QB just before Tom Brady decided to come here. So I have always been a big fan of Teddy Bridgewater. I think he's a great player. He's a great guy. I think it's completely crappy that he's being suspended from coaching high school football just because he was taking care of his kids and making sure that they get home safe and that they have enough to eat. That's a good thing. But anyway, so this year, he will be one of our backup quarterbacks, and I'm pretty sure he will be QB number 2. So that was really the big news this week, and I love it. And so that leads me to my point that Jason Light should be the GM of the world because he makes such good decisions. There should be a title GM of the world or GM of America. I won't go down that rabbit hole, but I'm just saying Jason Light makes good decisions, and he is so underrated, and people do not talk about him, Todd Bowles, the Bucs enough, in my opinion. And I know that is me saying that as a fan, but I also believe that as a football person who does know quite a bit about football and knows what's going on out there. But in some respects, that's good because I think they kind of like it that way in our team. The underdogs, the misunderstoods, the creamsicles, whatever you may think about Tampa Bay. I'm just going to tell you right now, we are winning the NFC this year, and we will be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl, and I will be here for it. It'll be so exciting. Super Bowl, this coming Super Bowl is on my daughter Elizabeth's birthday. That is never her favorite thing because that happens and it takes a little, attention off of the birthday. But if the Bucs are in it, that would be a totally different ball game and she'd be right on board. So that's where we're going with that. Then my other thought for this week would be, could we, in fact, make a play for Micah Parsons? As Vaughn and I have discussed many times before, Jerry Jones is basically just running the Cowboys into the ground. They have done nothing of any significance for over 30 years. They've got some really good players on that team, including Micah Parsons, who may be the best defensive player in football right now. And Jerry Jones won't sign him? What is wrong with this man? So anyway, I'm sure everybody knows that he has requested a trade. I think it would be absolutely incredible, brilliant, and game-changing to bring Micah Parsons to Tampa Bay, and I know he would love it. Can you just imagine if we have Hassan Reddick and Micah Parsons? And then, of course, Levante David and Antoine Winfield Jr. and Zion McCollum. All of our great guys. I'm just telling you, we need to make a play for Micah Parsons. I know everybody says that Jerry Jones will get it done, he'll sign him, and I think Micah Parsons should just say, screw you, Jerry Jones. Screw you, I'm out. I'm going to Tampa Bay. So I just love that idea. I'm putting it out there. I'm going to float that out there in the universe as something that could happen. But that's really about it. I am just so excited and ready for games to start, and there are a few games tonight. The Bucs, again, like I said, play on Saturday. They started their scrimmages with the Titans today. Looked pretty good. Saw some good moves by Hassan Reddick. Yep, I think that was a smart pickup. And some fun one-handed catches from Mike Evans, and then all the receivers made a one-handed catch. So that was cool too. But yeah, tonight a game that I would be interested in, but sadly it is not on until 10 p.m. my time, is the Raiders against the Seahawks. Of course, Raiders are my second favorite team, and I definitely would be interested in how Pete Carroll approaches playing against his old team. Not that I think, again, it's preseason. It's probably not that big of a deal to Pete Carroll, but it would be an interesting and very good story. So that's tonight. But the first game is Baltimore and Indianapolis, and I actually think that's quite interesting. I'm very interested to see what goes on with the quarterback competition in Indy with Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. I think they're pretty evenly matched, so we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, that's it for the Broad of the Bay, because I'm just ready. I'm just ready for some football. So I will be back at you next week. We will talk a little bit about what happened in Saturday's game. And let's go. Let's go, Micah Parsons. Let's get Micah Parsons, and let's go Jason Light, GM of the world. All right. Okay, everybody. Peace.